Hey YouTube, hopefully everybody's having an awesome day. I am appreciating all of the dialogue, all the comments. You guys, I take in all that information and I try to create better content, but I really like the dialogue that we are all creating. I got a special announcement. Those of you who have a private patrol operator business in California, and those of you who will be taking the California Private Patrol Operator exam, I need to make an announcement. Some of you, actually a lot of you have this book, The Private Patrol Operator. It's not cheap, it's very pricey, but I give you an in-depth analysis on the Business and Professions Code, information that is relevant to the California Private Patrol Operator exam. I have a lot of reviews. I'm looking at my reviews right now, and we're at 59 reviews. And one of the comments I need to make is this. You guys, thank you so much for posting all those positive reviews. I really look forward to it, especially on Amazon. It's so awesome to see the reviews going up. There are some people that will post something negative. If there's something negative that you didn't like about the book, if you're gonna post it, please at least provide some constructive criticism. Please explain why, what's wrong with it so that I could fix it. So, for example, we have Melissa. Let me find her name real quick. Give me a second here. Her name is Melissa Busteos. Okay, that's Melissa Busteos. And she's honest. Hey, she said, hey, look, I'm confident in the material that's provided. However, the book showed up in bits and pieces. And that's not too cool. See, what ended up happening was the binding tore apart. You guys, I don't get to pick how they construct this book. This is actually a vendor from Amazon. I don't have control over how this book is created. I wish I did, but I don't. I'm an independent publisher, so I send out the manuscript to Amazon, and they send the book to a third party who manufactures it. I saw her book was in pieces. You guys, that would really piss me off if that was me. I would definitely ask for a new book, and I'm trying to get hold of I'm sorry, it's Michelle Busteos. I want to get hold of her, not to remove the review, keep it, but I want to send her something that is what she paid for. I mean, if you spend $140 for something, you should get every penny in value in the book. And I think it's kind of messed up that they send it to her that way. And I think she asked for additional versions, and they kept sending her the same copy. I do have a couple spare copies that I hold on hand for emergencies, and I could send her one, but please, I mean, if you know Michelle, let her know that I would like to correct this issue. Not asking her at all to remove the review. I don't even think you can do that, but I want to at least fix something that's broken here. So thank you for the reviews, you guys. I read each and every one of them. So those of you that have this book, okay, let's turn to page 180 of this book, Private Patrol Operator. And I cover sexual harassment. If you don't have the book, don't worry. Oh, 181. Go to 181, and we're discussing this section right here. Sexual harassment training is mandatory for supervisors when the organization has 50 or more employees, and employees includes contractors. If you have 50 or more, you have to complete sexual harassment training for supervisors. It's a 2-hour course, completed every 2 years. Something that came out that I think it's Governor Brown, right before Gavin Newsom took office, they passed something new right after this book was published. Regardless, okay, so not regardless. If your organization has 5 or more employees or contractors, 5 or more, you have to send your employees to sexual harassment training. And this is just a 1-hour course. It needs to be completed every 2 years. This is one of those bills that actually that were passed, that were signed for the governor, that actually make some sense. And what I recently found was that that training that's required for employees and supervisors, it's free. Okay, it's free. I'm going to talk more about this, not in this video. Please don't ask me for links or more questions on that. Just stand by for another video. I will complete that. So if you are a private patrol operator, qualified manager applicant, okay, BSIS, the Bureau of Security Investigative Services, does not tell you this, but most of the time what I've seen with everybody that I talk to, and you guys, I've been talking to people who passed the exam, who failed the exam, private patrol operator exam and private investigator exam, for over 10 years. And this is a newer requirement that I've seen, is that BSIS, unless you're law enforcement, they've been asking for a guard card. So make sure that you have your guard card for 1 year before you submit your qualified manager application. 1 year. It just depends on who is the chief of BSIS at the time. Sometimes they make these arbitrary decisions. It does not say in the Business Professions Code that you have to have a guard card for 1 year in order to qualify for a qualified manager certification. It doesn't say that. It says you need 1 year of verifiable experience as a private security guard, private patrol person, and law enforcement, corrections, that counts. Military also counts. You just have to write your certificate of experience correctly, or then it won't count. But if you're in the military, you provided sentry duties, then in sentry and patrol duties, that also counts. What BSIS did is they used the words verifiable experience, and they applied their administrative theory on what verifiable experience means. And to them, unless you have law enforcement experience, you have to have that guard card for 1 year. Now, this is not an official statement. You have to assume all the time, this is my disclaimer, everything I'm telling you is wrong. So please verify if you feel the need to, and I encourage you to. Contact BSIS, wait on the phone for 45 minutes or 2 hours, however long it takes, or send them an email. Hopefully you'll get a hold of somebody that is an actual technical expert, not somebody that works for Department of Consumer Affairs that just answers phone calls. Hopefully you get a hold of somebody that can answer that question. I'm not giving you any legal advice, I'm not giving you any professional advice, but this is what I'm seeing out there. You guys all take care. If you have any questions, concerns related to what I am discussing, please let me know. Except the sexual harassment, I know there's going to be tons of questions on that. Where's the video, everything else. That's going to come, you guys. I'm working very hard. I have limited time. I'm working on the leadership course just to show you some proof. Look at, this is the office requirements. I'm making it easy for you to understand when a branch office certificate is required. I'm discussing what the requirements are to open an office, that it needs to be managed by a qualified manager. I am right now drafting up a presentation on delegation. This will be available in my security, leadership, and management course that should hopefully be done in within a year. I'm gonna say that no longer than a year. Okay, you guys, take care and be safe.